Hi everyone, so I'm here today to do an unboxing of the Hero Arts May 2018 Tree of Life kit and all add-on products that accompanied the kit this month. So let's take a look at our two packages and start by opening up the main kit. And the main kit is right here. Mine came wrapped in some bright green tissue paper and it included two little packs. Let's start by opening up the first pack and let's take a look at the 6x8 stamp set that's included in the main kit. So there are a number of silhouette images as well as 13 coordinating die cuts to go along with the stamp set. And there's, a bunch of little boys and little girls swinging on swings, and there's one or two flying a kite. There's a little child riding a bicycle, there's a dog, a cat, a squirrel, and then a couple of fruits. I saw an apple and a pear. Hero Arts also included this direction sheet to show you how to use the branch stamps that are in the kit so that you can create your own different types of trees. Now let's take a look at the dies. So I'm just going to show you which of the images have die cuts, and basically I think all of the silhouette images except for the kite do come with a corresponding die cut. There are also a couple of standalone dies in the set, including these two larger leaves and then the standalone window fancy die with a frame. And there's two ways you can use this. So one, you could use the border and then you can make an oval shaped frame, or you can just use the inner part of the frame like I did with the blue card panel on the right. Okay, so let's open up the smaller pack that is included in the main kit, and in there you'll find a stencil. This stencil is large. It's 6.5 inches by 5.25 inches, so it's larger than a typical A2 size card. The kit also comes with 4 pieces of 5x7 hot pressed watercolor paper, and hot pressed paper has a fine grained smooth surface with almost no tooth to it, and paint will dry quickly on it, more so than the cold pressed paper. There are also these 5 ivory skeleton leaves included in the kit and a roll of washi tape with some leaves on it, and I just stuck it to my stencil so you could get a better sense of what it looks like. Okay, so those are all the products in the main kit. Let's move on to the add-ons. There are 11 add-on products that accompany the kit this month, including a new liquid watercolor in leaf that is a nice accompaniment to the other 2 green watercolor inks that Hero Arts had previously released. There is an ombre reactive ink pad in greens and turquoise. There are 2 large background stamps, a tree and leaf confetti die, as well as several stamp and die sets, and we'll look at them all. But first, let's take a look at the new watercolor ink. And so this is leaf, and I'm just going to show you the different colors that you can get from using this ink. And let's compare it to the 2 greens that were previously released. So first, let's take a look at moss. So moss is a darker, a duller green than leaf. Leaf is very, very bright by comparison. And then let's take a look finally at pine. And pine is another deeper, darker green. And by comparison, the leaf is a nice bright green that's perfect for spring and summer coloring, I think. Okay, so let's take one last look at our 3 different watercolor inks by Hero Arts, and now let's move on and see what the ombre ink pad can do. So I just took out the stencil from the main kit, and here this is where I was measuring it just to get a sense of how large it is and how I might use it on a card. And I'm just kind of playing around. I'm just trying to get a sense of what the ink can do. I've never used the ombre ink before, so I just wanted to see how well the colors do fade into each other. And then I wasn't that crazy about how it looked just on the stenciled image, so then I just went over the entire thing with a coating of the ink that was already on my dauber. I sprayed it with some water since it's a reactive ink. I wanted to see what it could do. And then I put some texture paste over that. And then finally I'm going to throw some glitter on top of that. And what I'm showing you here, this isn't something I'm going to use on a card. This is just kind of how I test products when I first get them. There's a lot of playing around and testing that goes into it before I will actually find a combination or a set of techniques that I think will make a good card. So now we're just going to look at the different stamp sets. Here I like that first stamp set with a little girl on the tire swing because it's an image that you can color in. So if you're not so happy that the main kit includes just silhouettes, you can purchase this add-on and then have a little image to color in that you could also, I think, fit into that main kit frame die set. So now there's also this trio of sets that I think go together. It's a family tree set. So there are silhouettes and then picture frames and then words that say mother, father, brother, sister, etc. And I guess you could use that to make a little family tree. And here is the frame die add-on. It's another tree, and I'm just showing you, giving you some ideas of what it may look like with different types of pattern paper behind it. Again, this is part of my process too. I'll just kind of, you know, play around with things and just look at different ways of using things until something kind of clicks in my mind. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to use to make a card. So let's take a final look at everything. And here it all is. Here are the add-ons. Here is the main kit. And I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll join me for my 10 cards, 1 kit series coming up in a few days. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you soon.